Kevin DeAnna with WND, and we're here at BEA in New York City, and I'm here with Rabbi Jonathan Cahn, author of the Harbinger and star, I guess I can say that, of the Isaiah 9:10 judgment, which is now, on Thursday, I believe, it's 22 weeks on the bestseller list, the book, The Harbinger. And this has basically happened without any mainstream press coverage, with everyone doing their best kind of to ignore the book, and it keeps selling. Why do you think that is?
I think because it's God behind it, and so he often does things not the regular way, not the mainstream way. He loves doing things the anti-mainstream way. I think that the Harbinger is a very radical message. It's a very radical thing in the Isaiah 9:10 judgment. It goes against the grain of really the world, the whole everything. And so I don't know that the media knows what to do with it. I don't think the media would be wanting to do something with it. However, it keeps happening. I mean, from the beginning to the end, the way this started, it was very not the natural way of things.
Right,
you know,
right.
I really prayed to prayer and said, God, you do it your way, not the regular way. That's what's happening. So yeah, and so it's been amazing. So I believe it's going to happen anyway. I mean, it just keeps happening. So it's still, regardless of normal ways, it's been a bestseller. It just keeps going and going. So I believe God's going to have His way.
I mean, that in itself is a story. The fact that it just keeps going and going. But they still seem to be kind of ignoring it. Do you think they're doing it on purpose? Do you think they don't understand it? That there's an agenda here?
Hard to say. I mean, hard to say. I think generally anything very spiritual, on one hand, is kind of hard. I think that also they don't understand really what it is, because Harbinger is on the fiction list, yet it's really nonfiction. And then I think there has to be a wall. I mean, it's a prophetic message. If we were back in Israel in ancient times and there was a prophetic message going forth, I don't know if we could expect the media to say, "Hey, great, let's go with this thing of judgment." It's not the natural thing, but it's still, if it's God behind it, He still will get it out. He's the publicist. He's the one who came up with it.
That God is the publicist.
Yeah. He's the agent. I mean, the story is really supernatural. So He will have His way with this. Yeah.
Last question. I mean, do you think there's kind of this increasing divide between those Americans who are still believers and Americans who don't really attribute any significance to these types of things?
Well, absolutely. I mean, we're watching a polarization and this is a dynamic really of end time civilization, that the dark gets darker, the light gets lighter, as the believers that get more radical. But there is a divide with that. Yet the Harbinger is such that you can be an atheist. I mean, it's not something of saying, "Hey, I feel this." You can be an atheist and still say, "Wow, there's something's happening. There's something going on." And I think there's an underlying sense in America that there is something wrong and we are in a critical period. The Harbinger is kind of connecting the dots in a way that, again, if you're a total skeptic, it's still hard to avoid. It's hard to do. So I think as it does break, it'll have to be a dramatic break. It's not a natural break.
And I think that sense of unease is something which a lot of
and not only believers, but it's palpable. Yeah.
Right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Blessing.